All right. So, main thing we want to introduce today is the fact that we're having this podcast as a full band. I don't think we've ever done it with more than 3 members of the band. Where we're a 4-piece. We gotta have the full 100%.
That's a lie. With Liberty had 4 people.
No, I mean our band.
Oh, okay.
I
thought you meant in general. Sorry.
Okay, no.
I'm gonna fuck myself in
so
there.
aside from that, Tony, I know we've done it just me and you, and it's been really great. We've done some great podcasts with Mr. Mud, with Liberty. I'm sorry, Billy.
Welcome, guys, to an episode of Valley Circus podcast. We have a little round table here. We're joined by our friends. I would say my brothers.
Brothers, band members.
Family.
Yeah, everyone around. I mean, we're all involved.
I'm the little sister.
I want to start off by introducing you guys, man, because, I mean, everyone knows we're a band together, right? But they don't know our names. They don't know what we do.
Good.
I just want to go around and say, let's have you introduce yourself to the right. Who are you?
My name is Louis. I am the man of many names. They call me the Master Chef. They call me the Pacoima Kid. They call me the Chameleon. They call me the Master Chugger.
Dick Chugger.
I love that.
I play guitar and I sing, and I'm single. So don't hit me up. I don't like people. My name's Louis, by the way.
All right.
You guys already know me, Tony. I've done this shit 100,000 times by now. You're tired of hearing my voice. I'm all nasally and sick. I broke my thumb yesterday. All that fun shit.
You broke? I thought dislocated.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Dislocated my thumb.
Fucking
Billy's
shit.
asshole is tight. I tried to puppet him and that shit did
snapped
not.
it off when you tried to take it out.
I tried to puppet that fool.
I told you.
Literally did not work. I'm sorry.
Right, how about you at the end? Who do we got? Like the first debut of Valley Circus. We have.
Yeah, Billy, the guy who is the bassist for Jet Jaguar.
Wow, very solid.
I'm a proficient or prolific masturbator.
Prolific?
Yes.
Very prolific.
Where are you ranked in the world?
Would you say infamous?
Honestly, there's this like dark web shit, and that's where I stand at. I can't speak more than that. I'm sorry.
He won the dark web, Grammys.
The awards for the dark web.
Also in the audience, we have a couple of lovely ladies hanging out.
Lovely.
So now that I have you guys here, let me ask you some questions. What's the best show you've ever played? Not just with us.
Oh man, that's
in general that you played. Billy, you've done music longer than a lot of us have. I guess professionally, I guess you could say. So it'd be the best show you've ever played.
It would have to be possibly, it had to be Eagle Eye.
Eagle Eye?
Eagle Eye for sure.
Tell people, I don't know what is Eagle Eye. Sounds like a sex position.
Well, yeah, that's true.
That as well.
Yeah, there was this warehouse that our friends rented. We played with the Landers and Ernie's Denial.
Shout out to the Landers, our boys.
Yeah, they're fucking awesome.
Also, Ernie's Denial,
these guys,
RIP.
we were playing a show, a couple of shows at Rafa's Lounge, I think, before that. I think I had that wrong. I don't even think we even played shows with them. I think that was like our first show. Our first show with them, but it was ridiculously packed, man. I've never been in a show where.
Wait, what? Could you walk through the crowd if you wanted to get to the front of the stage?
No,
really? It was that packed?
It was packed, man.
I imagine like some old school LA show, you know?
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Where was this place at?
Right there, Burbank. Yeah.
Was it a venue?
It was like a
no.
movie studio.
Yeah, you rented.
You could like rent it out to do music videos and stuff, but they decided to test out if they could do shows.
And this doesn't exist anymore.
No.
Now
it's like a FedEx.
Yeah.
Place or something.
We were full of adrenaline.
When we started playing the show, it was like blue. And like at the end of the show, his shirt was like dark blue.
Dark.
Because it was covered in
sweat. I actually ended up like smacking him in the face with my guitar.
Is that what you always told me about? Where he hit you in the face and made you bleed?
That's why I don't like playing close to each other.
Yeah, I'm always scared like one of you guys.
No, I've gotten hit by you before.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I close my eyes. I'm guilty.
I love being in an abusive relationship with Billy, though.
I get it. You do the same thing to me.
Yeah. I was about to say, Billy's not even safe anywhere on this stage, because apparently every time I lose a stick, it happens to hit him.
All the time, dude. I'm always like, what are you trying to do to me, man?
Billy gets offended and he like turns around like I did it on purpose. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Because it hurts.
I remember one time we were playing a show and a stick flew out of my hand and it hit Lewis. And Lewis was playing a solo and he turned around and he was all pissed off. He's like, and he fucking grabs the stick and he throws it back at me. Like full force. He's like, fuck you, Tony. And he plays. I'm like, I didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah.
Threw it right at me.
It was
No,
at
then
Pops, right?
one time, like we were playing, and then like we were just jamming, like we were all like having a good time, and then I feel like someone just tapped me on the back of my shoulder, like, "Hey, you." But I was like, "What the fuck? Like we're on stage." Like no one, the only person behind me is Tony. I'm like what? Like who is that? And I like look back, and it turns out like one of the sticks like flew out of your hand, and then they hit me, and I was just like, "What the fuck? Like, who's behind me?"
What happens?
The oldest trick in the book.
Why do you
What
lose your
the
sticks?
My left hand has no feeling. This is a thing a lot of people don't know. I have no feeling in my left hand.
Hey.
Some masturbation.
No, I just don't know when I know that I'm gripping something, but I can't tell how hard I'm gripping it.
I know exactly
Does
what
that
you
make
mean.
sense?
I have the
No.
same thing with my
No,
right
it
arm.
doesn't.
After I broke it playing football, I tore a nerve, so I can't feel the top of my right arm. So I can feel what I'm gripping, but I can't feel the texture on it. Like I know it's there.
Basically.
like,
yeah.
I know it's there,
I know
but I
I'm
can't
holding
feel
it.
texture
I'm
or
aware that I'm
anything.
holding something in my hand, but I can't tell
Yeah.
how hard I'm holding
It's
it.
some-
Oh, what was your favorite show?
Oh yeah.
Fuck,
Yeah.
ever?
Yeah.
All right, so what do you think? Well,
Pull that up.
Favorite show? I don't know about favorite. I really liked Valley Circus. I think it was just fun. Everybody there had a good time. I had a great time playing, and the crowd was vibing it, and they had a good time, and I had a good time. So I don't know if that was the best show I've ever played, but that was definitely one of the funnest ones I took part in. 'Cause everyone was just having a good time.
yeah.
I can't think of like the best one I've done. Like being on the spot. I can't
Yeah, it's
remember.
hard.
Well,
It's hard, huh?
the Viper Room was amazing.
Oh,
The Viper Room
you
was
stole
fucking
mine.
great.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
these
Viper Room was
surfers,
Yeah,
what you
no,
were-
no. Obviously, I love the Viper Room because of the iconic meaning of the Viper Room. You know,
We
but
played the Sunset Strip.
yeah, there's so much history to the venue itself.
And it was pretty last minute. We found out about that show not
Yeah,
even
and that's
2
what I
weeks
love. Okay, so we got hooked up
by the McNasty's.
By the McNasty's.
Shout out to the McNasty's.
Yeah.
Irish punk band, awesome fiddle players
Dude,
and
they
all. Like one of the
killed it.
best Irish punk bands I've
Yeah,
ever
they
seen.
fucking killed it.
I remember getting kicked out of the venue when we went to see it with Lewis. But aside from that,
We got kicked out of Viper Room because you were drinking outside as well.
yeah.
The security guard was straight up like, I saw you buy the beer next door and drink it in front of me. No, you can't come back in.
Well, he did let
And
me
John's
back
like,
in.
man.
And
But
I tell the security, I was like, but I could go back in, right? I wasn't drinking. He's like, oh yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Like, later, John.
Yeah, I stayed outside drinking my 6-pack of 805.
John,
chilling.
legit, John was like, man, but can I stay out here and drink? And the guy's like, I mean, yeah, I guess. So John stayed outside and drank.
We
He
had
let
a
me
ride
in.
the back of Billy's Bronco.
He let you in,
on
like,
top of
afterwards,
the
right?
drums.
He let me in after I
Oh,
finished the
yeah,
6-pack. I finished
true.
the whole 6-pack by myself because you guys left me outside.
No, and then Tony, his brother's car got towed.
I was there. I passed out in the
Alright.
front.
You're alright. So then I had a ride in the back of the Bronco on top of like the drums, and the amps.
and
Dude, that shit was
Yeah.
whack.
I
forgot about
remember
that.
passing out in the front and Tony taking me home and then having to go pick up Chris's car. Like I woke up in between. I was like,
Oh,
"Where-"
yeah, you were in the car the entire
I was like,
time.
where are we? I was like, where the fuck are we? We're picking up Chris's car. I was like,
I'm,
what?
I was all talking to John, like, John, we'll be right back. I'm going to go inside and see about Chris's car. And John's just dead. I'm like, okay, John, I'll be back. Never once moved.
I woke up in the middle of the trip back when
Yeah.
you were taking me back home. I was like, what
What
the
time
fuck?
is it?
Yeah.
I was like 5 in the morning. You're like, what the fuck happened between 2 and 5? I was like, you don't want to know.
We went to go pick up Chris's car. I was like, what? Where? It got towed. I was like, what?
So what was the other one, like your other favorite show besides the Viper Room?
I would just have to say backyard shows in general are always my favorite.
Oh yeah.
Dude, Peter's house. The show's at Peter's house?
Right?
Yeah, those are fun.
Then the winter when they were all fucking cold.
Yeah,
like, being
that's
able to
so-
play was like the
yeah.
only way to like warm
Stay
up.
warm?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was badass, though. I had a
Those
lot
were
of fun.
Crazy. Yeah.
We
Yeah,
got
it-
we got to
yeah.
close that shit out.
Yeah.
We got to do the very last set.
Most
there.
shows we got to close out, but
But that was the first time we got to like close the venue down. Like that was it.
Yeah.
After we did that backyard was done.
Yeah, I thought that would go on forever.
It was
man.
in like the perfect poetic like way too because like we fucked up terribly like the week before. And like 1 week later, like, oh, you guys want to play
Yeah.
again? I was like, yeah, let's do it. And then like that one was crazy.
I thought we were never
There
gonna
was
be
like
allowed to play again.
a guy with a fucking beer box on his head. Like, in
Oh
the pit.
yeah.
Ah, beer box man.
Yeah,
Yes.
we have
Beer
weird
box
people
man.
in the
Beer box
audience
man.
all
I
the
love
time.
that guy.
All right. So now we're kind of on the topic of backyard shows, bands, shows. I want each of your guys' favorite local band. One of your favorite. I know it's hard to pick
Oh.
a favorite.
Jesus, yeah.
One of your favorite local bands, and why? Give me an example.
Well, how recent do they have?
Doesn't
to be?
fucking matter. Just
It
whenever.
It could be as
Whenever.
far back as when. Oh,
Whenever. Which is one of your favorite local
Far back
acts.
as 1990.
damn, that's hard. It's really hard. Do you have anything, Tony?
I think one of my favorite local acts. Fuck, that is tough. It depends. In what
Okay.
genre?
In any.
In any genre?
Because you made it open for me, so I'm just gonna open it up for you.
Bend me over and fuck me, why don't you?
One
Yeah,
that- one
right?
that I like is Vortex.
Vortex is
Yeah,
great.
they're sick.
Yeah, they're dope.
I like them a lot.
Are they that band that plays surf?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. I couldn't think of the name.
Yeah, Jerry,
What?
Dildo, and
His name is not Dildo.
his name's Miguel, but they call him Dildo. Shout out to Dildo.
I love
You just want to
dildos.
say that.
I
don't know.
Yeah, but they're very fucking good. I like them.
Vortex is cool.
Yeah.
Good energy, good vibe. They're fun.
Yeah, well, I'm a with Liberty fan.
Aw, suck a
of
dick.
course.
Yeah, what, dude? Are you?
I like how Billy looked at the paycheck and he's like, the with Liberty band.
Right? Endorsed. And
Endorsed,
everything.
yeah. He's lying sack of shit. Just
Go
because
check
they
out
can't
their
see it doesn't mean it doesn't
Spotify.
happen.
No, but shout out to With Liberty because
They've always supported us and they're great friends of ours.
I mean, they
Communication.
Hard as fuck.
Communication.
Communication.
Okay.
Are you still fighting with them about
They
that?
always do
Yes.
work hard as fuck,
All
though,
the
and helping
time.
us with shows.
Yeah, no, those dudes are fucking awesome. They work hard.
They do.
They play hard. They're cool dudes, and I just love them because they support us from day one.
Yeah.
Before anybody else with Liberty was supporting us. And that's cool with me.
A lot of opportunities.
You remember playing that show in the front of their house?
The very first one
Yeah, man.
was fucking hot as shit. It was like 98
Yeah.
degrees, and I was burning my dick
Oh, I
off.
love that band.
98 degrees?
Without mentioning anything, history or anything like that, I do want to say Masturbo was one of the most memorable local bands for me when I would go to backyard shows, and I thought that they did a great performance every time.
What's your favorite act, Billy?
You said it. You said with Liberty on his paycheck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, on his paycheck.
He looked right at it.
Give it to me, yeah.
He's
Also,
like,
I got
shout out
bills to
to all
pay.
the guys in Masturbo. You guys are dope.
honestly, my pick is going to be a sleeper pick. I don't think people give them enough credit. I think they're a fucking really good band. Overall, all three of them. Valley Echo.
Oh,
yeah,
dude.
Geo
Wow,
is fucking
yeah.
great on guitar.
Great
Roach
Fucking
does
beautiful
Spanish
voice.
on
Rocha's
bass.
sick as fuck on bass.
Yeah, huh.
Spanish song?
They fucking they're
Oh,
fucking
dude, their
great.
Spanish song really.
Oscar's a
Great
fucking animal.
Oscar's like
Now.
the
Oh my
best
God.
drummer besides you.
No, I love watching Oscar and just learning from
Dude,
him.
Oscar's
Gio
amazing.
just
Oh, yeah.
really
'Cause
makes
Oscar
it
always-
seem like he's really putting a lot into it though. Like when he
Yeah.
sings and he plays.
To me,
and stuff.
they're honestly
Yeah.
they're one of the
my God,
they're
so amazing.
they're
No.
such a good band. I don't think they get enough attention that they should. They're such a good fucking band.
Want to know an interesting fact? Gio had actually tried me out for that band.
No way.
Yeah, but you know what? I had told Gio off the back, dude, he's a singer. I've heard him sing before, you know, outside, drunk and stuff. I hear him and I'm like, dude, you gotta sing your material. And he's like, nah, you know, I'm just doing the Lander stuff. But I'm like, dude, he could come up with his own stuff. So years passed, and one day he invited me to, like, hey, man, we're trying out, like, singers. And I went, but honestly, I didn't even want to, like, be part of that. Like, are you kidding me? You should have heard.
Oh, you were gonna try for singing?
Yeah, they wanted me, but I'm like, no, dude.
Well, who's your favorite actors?
Favorite actor?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, whoever has it right away.
Yo, your own documentary. Who's playing you?
Oh.
Jamie Foxx. Jamie
So
Foxx
the
for me.
The question is,
Actually, he would be really
documentary,
good.
Who would play us?
I wish.
John just said Jamie Foxx, which is perfect. A perfect role.
Yes.
All those muscles.
Right?
I don't think Jamie Foxx can get that faded.
Watch him. He's a method actor. He's a method
Fucking
actor.
imagine. Right now he's like, fuck you. While he's listening, he's all faded right now. He's like, you the dick, Tony. I can do what I want.
It's like walk hard.
I'm
You know-
John every day, bitch.
You know how?
You know who I think should play you, Tony? Fucking Jason Momoa.
Why?
Because you look like him.
No, I do not look anything like him. He's handsome and he's
Wow.
Polynesian
handsome.
god.
He's
Yeah, I
handsome
see
and
it,
buff.
I see it.
Yeah, Polynesian god.
he's handsome and
You
buff.
look like the Rock in Moana.
No. He's handsome and buff.
Oh god, yes.
That's funny,
Yes.
dude. That's great. Who do you think would play you?
Oh, me?
Lewis, Michael Cera.
I know who would play Billy though. Definitely Billy would be Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson?
Liam Neeson.
No, you know who'd be Billy? No, you know who'd be Billy?
Oh,
Danny McBride, fucking Billy. Danny McBride be a fucking perfect Billy.
Oh shit!
He'd be a perfect
yeah.
Billy.
Oh, if I could pick,
Yeah.
who's gonna play? The Rock.
Freddie Prinze Jr. I know for a fact. I know for a fact before he picked Freddie Prinze Jr.
That
You
was
have
funny.
Fucking Prince Jr. You shitting me?
Does he even come out in movies anymore?
We're not making a movie in the
Scooby-Doo?
1990s, Lewis. I mean, actually, now Freddie Prinze Jr. looks exactly
Well, it's
like
funny
him.
if you asked me this question when I was a little kid. I'd be like, "Oh, Jim Carrey should play me."
Yeah.
I want to know, is there any plugs you guys want to, like anything you guys are excited for
No.
that maybe we're going to be doing? I like how Billy's like, no, I hate
No,
life.
I hate life.
Nah.
Honestly, I'm seriously looking forward to Woke in the Woods, September
Oh, yeah.
7th, 8th, 9th.
We just finished the promo for that.
We
which
just
was
finished
pretty
our
fun.
promos, yeah. We literally get to go and play fucking acoustic music 3 days in Big Bear.
I have a
And-
feeling like our commercial is gonna take off, and like people are gonna notice that we're good not only as musicians but as actors.
Yeah, dude, my line about kayaks
Yeah.
and floaties.
Like Billy's gonna
Oscar
be like,
worthy.
Oscar.
Billy's
Oscar.
gonna be like the Chris Pratt, you know, he does like Jurassic World.
He's gonna cheat on his wife and she's
Jurassic-
gonna leave him?
And then you're gonna be the.
I'm sorry, Shirley.
Good thing I'm not
Aquaman.
married.
The Jason Momoa one that sucks
You're going to
ass?
be the Sancho.
John's gonna be Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man.
The crackhead one? The one that got arrested multiple times?
No, what
The Rock?
happened to
Yeah.
James
The Scorpion
Fox?
King one, the one where he sucked ass and nobody gave a shit about him with his
Scorpion
bad
King?
hairline?
That shit was the shit.
We want to give a shout out to the sponsors. We want to thank Dirty Girl Beer. They've been with us since day one. Dirty Girl Beer. The dirtier the beer, the dirtier the girl. Drink up.
taste the yeast.
We also like to thank Walter Chavez. Walter Chavez.
Walter Chavez.
2019.
All right, so we're back from our commercial break. Go ahead, John.
What was that?
The mansion.
Oh yeah. So we're at the mansion overlooking the whole valley, right?
Uh-huh.
There was like beer pong tables, this fucking pool, like a nice hill home, right? And the chick who was throwing the party was like a lawyer. She was a public defense lawyer, and she had this house that she was leasing. She was leasing it, and the cops came and raided it because all the kids from the neighborhood, from that rich-ass white neighborhood, started strolling down to the party and trying to get in and getting ready outside.
Wait, the rich kids
No.
rolled down the hill?
Yeah, dude.
Hey, mister! Turn on that fucking music!
No, they kept coming in and drinking and stuff and drinking outside and doing coke and all that shit. And to the point where the cops had to come in. Like the cops were called because you know that neighborhood's really like. But
Hey,
they're really strict
being
on their
offensive there, man.
they're really strict on their rules, and they ended up calling the cops. The kids started scattering, and some stuck around to the point where we had to go outside and be like, hey, they told us to get rid of anyone that's not inside the party. You can't be hanging out here drinking on the sidewalk, you know, like
Fucking narc.
yeah, drinking and doing blow on the sidewalk, like that looks bad all around. So eventually they started
wonder
a
why.
fight. They started a fight with everyone in the party, and the cops broke it up, and they ended up arresting the lawyer chick
What?
for obstruction of justice because she said,
What?
"No, that's my brother. Stop holding my brother. You have no right to get my brother." You know, like she was like just standing up for her family, like not doing anything bad, and then they put her in handcuffs for obstruction of
That
justice
sucks, man. In her own property.
in her own property. She
That's
was on the front
intense.
door. Yeah, because they were fighting right in front of the gate.
House parties can get pretty wild.
Yeah, for
I'm-
sure.
I'm-
The
Remember-
hills are just as bad as the valley.
I remember one time.
I wouldn't think so, though. I mean, that was just a rat.
Yeah.
Someone was being an asshole.
I remember.
Anyways,
I remember one time I went to a house party with my coworkers. This was back when I was working like in Alhambra. I went to a house party with my coworkers.
Oh, Alhambra, that's far, dude.
Yeah. We went. I don't exactly remember where it was, but it was like this fancy ass house. So we get there. We don't. Me and my other coworker know nobody there.
Right.
It's just the one of our coworkers did know like whoever would live there. So we went. We hung out there. Felt really weird vibe like the whole time. Like they didn't want us there, and they're kind of just giving us dirty ass looks the whole time. We're like whatever. So then we went out to the car and we're like, well let's drink a little bit. So we hang out there, and the guy who lives in the house, I think he's like the son or I don't know what he is. He like goes up to us and he's just like, "Hey, who do you fools know at this party? And we're like,
Checking you guys.
yeah. And I was like, well, we don't personally know anybody. We were invited here through a friend who knows, like, the birthday girl or some shit. And he's just like, well, I don't know you, so you guys need to get the fuck out of my house. And we're like, well, we're not in your house. We're outside drinking.
Yeah.
But we're like, I mean, whatever, dude. Like, if you don't want us inside, that's cool. Whatever. We don't give a shit. And he's just like, yeah, dude, I don't give a fuck. You can't come here. And then, so we're like, whatever, dude. So he's being like a bitch, and he's hiding in he's like hiding behind some fence and watching us the whole time, like a hawk. I don't know where, like, a group of like 4, 5 other dudes come down this hill, and they just start walking towards in the house. They go in, and you just hear like shit being thrown, broken, smashed. You hear like people yelling and all this noise, and we're like, what the fuck is going on? And then a fucking cop car comes out of nowhere, just skids in there, lights on, 2 cops come out, and we're like, we need to get the fuck out of here. So we just fucking left. And we had no idea what the fuck happened inside or anything.
You guys
this guy
never
got mad
got
at
word?
us. Huh?
You guys never got word of what?
No, we didn't give a fuck. We just got out of there. But it's funny is that before we left, my coworker ran in, and he just got as much beer as he could fit in his hands and his pockets. He was like, let's get the fuck out of here. And we
Let's cheese it, guys.
and we just took off. So house parties can get pretty fucking weird.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the house party where that fucking beam hit that girl?
Oh, she started like screaming bloody murder and stuff. She's like, ah.
I remember just being in the living room, and then like we're all hanging out with our friend Pete's party. Shout out to Pete.
Pete the Beat.
Pete the Beat. Is that his name?
Yeah, that's what I call him.
Oh.
You never call them.
Yeah. Well, Myra made it up.
Anyway, we were there, and then like we were just talking. We were like talking in the living room, and we just hear like.
I saw it.
I saw it
Like,
happen.
we
That
went
was
outside, and there's just a girl on the ground, just like
Flat.
rolling
A
around in
beam.
pain, like grabbing her head.
because the
like a beam, like a wood.
It was
From
like
the
it was like the deck,
Yeah.
of
You
the
know, like,
back.
Like decks for pools have those huge like, beams on top. One like someone was doing push-ups.
pull-ups.
Pull-ups on the fucking like on the wood frame, and then when they did a pull-up, it moved the whole frame, and a beam just fell on a girl's fucking head.
Oh, that
and
must have sucked.
apparently it hit her like right in the middle of her head, and then hit her shoulder.
And they put her right to sleep. They put her on Pete's bed to sleep it off.
She literally was.
What?
She had
in pain.
She had a
And then, like,
concussion.
Yeah,
and it was
clearly.
like, throw her on the bed, let her go to sleep, and she's like, "Oh." Okay.
It's funny because it was just like everyone was just standing around her. She was like on the floor, like ah. We're like, what the fuck happened?
Because you could tell the energy of the party is like, oh man.
And then it came back
Burnout.
up
Is this
though.
gonna end the party?
Yeah.
Because everyone was having fun.
They didn't even
Yeah.
care about her well-being.
Yeah,
They're
they're
like,
oh, I hope the party's not over.
Yeah.
And
fuck.
then they put her to sleep. Everyone was like,
legit. They were just. It was quiet. We're just all standing around like, ooh, that's fucked up. She's like, ah, on the floor, and then we're just like, fuck.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, we're like, what a burnout. And
like,
some
what,
dude,
10:30?
some dude just fucking runs in and scoops her up
No.
and just runs into a room, and I swear it literally looks like he just fucking like and throws her in, and closes the door, and just like, yeah, party. And that's what it felt like.
It did, because it picked up pretty quick after that.
I thought, when I heard her screaming, because she was like, I thought her like brains were like.
Yeah,
I
I thought she was
fuck.
dead.
They probably were.
I was trying to figure out.
Me and John are playing beer pong, like,
I
ooh.
was like, should we get the fuck out of here? Like,
Just kept tossing.
Yeah, well, they kept shooting.
Do you remember the Winnetka 21 days?
yeah.
I'm thinking we should do a show and throw tribute to these guys. 'cause-
Invite all your ex Winnetka.
Oh, dude, these guys,
Oh,
there's a
wow.
diversity.
Coworkers.
There's a diversity of people
We
that you
worked
guys
with
would
a crew
love.
of monsters.
Give-
degenerates.
For those who don't
Everyone
know,
was
for those who don't know, give a little bit of backstory to the.
We used to work at the movie theater.
Yeah, right on Winnetka Boulevard in Chatsworth. Is that Avenue or Boulevard?
I
I'm
don't
not even
fucking
sure.
know.
It's somewhere in the
Off of
valley.
Prairie.
Off of Prairie and Winnetka. So if you ever
Shout out
look it
to
up,
Prairie Road.
it used to be a
Nothing
drive-in.
but warehouses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It used to be a drive-in. A lot of people think it's haunted. A lot of people love it. A lot of people had sex there, and we've gotten caught for.
John's just literally listing things he's done.
Yeah.
No, not just me, but personally things I've seen done.
We
Dude,
worked
that-
with
that-
a lot of monsters. Like,
yeah.
we were all like in our like early
Dude,
20s.
we
like,
saw
old
people- we
so,
saw-
like, we just partied like
Yeah,
crazy
animals,
all the time.
dude. It was
Yeah.
literally if you got a bunch of college kids to work one job together.
Yeah, and
It's
then
supposed to be
smoking
for high
weed,
school kids,
like,
right?
Smoking weed while we would clean theaters.
But no one gets hired until 18.
You guys
so
would
at
find
that
a
time you're
shitload of
college.
stuff, huh?
Dude,
Money,
we were
phones.
projectionists. And like being a projectionist is like the best like position you can get.
I didn't do shit but flirt with Myra.
The only reason like people wanted to become projectionists was because we knew that projectionists could smoke weed and drink
and be left alone, pretty much, right?
Work, yeah. Like the managers would never go up there.
That's
so like
dope.
when I became a projectionist, dude, I went up to the roof. Like I was on the roof of the fucking like smoking weed, like a joint.
No, but there was some projectionists that did get caught. Someone burned them out. Like I don't know what narc it was. I'm not gonna say.
Dude, tell the story about when they walked in and they're fucking.
Oh, yeah.
They're playing beer pong.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Someone burned them out because a movie was playing and.
The movie was late. I guess they didn't push play, so the movie was there. Like,
and not only that, but it was running weird because the sound wasn't on.
Oh.
So the people started complaining because they couldn't hear the trailers. They're like, "What the fuck is going on?" So they started talking to the management, and the management's like, "Oh, projection, Southside projection. What's going on?"
But for some reason, they turned off their radios.
Yeah, because they were playing beer pong, and they're like, "Oh, we're good." Because at the time we had timers on every projector and everything, and you used to be able to set it. If you knew how to set it, you could set it. But no one taught anyone how because it was forbidden, right? But these guys thought they were smart and they thought they set it right, but it didn't actually go off on time. It was like 15 minutes late, and they didn't have the sound on. And eventually, management came up. And they opened the door, and right as they opened the door, you see 4 fucking projectionists just fucking playing beer pong with a fucking beer pong table. They brought up 2 fucking 12 packs of fucking Budweisers and Coors just chilling there, and some 40s on the side. And then extra people that aren't even projectionists hanging out, just watching them. Yeah, they're having a kickback at work.
Yeah,
literally having happen on a regular basis.
Yeah, it would. Yeah.
My friend, like one of my best friends, that like when I worked with him, like there, like he was like, "Hey, dude, if I bring a 12-pack of beer, would you be down to drink it?" Yeah, I didn't want to say his name to burn him out.
Oh, yeah, no last name.
This is dude, burn out everybody. James, I don't care.
He was like, "Dude, if I bring," he comes up to me wearing a backpack. He's like, "Dude, if I go buy a 12-pack of beer, would you be down to drink it?" I'm like, "No, fuck no, we're working." He's like, "Come on, would you drink at least one?" He's like, "I'm gonna do it. I really want to drink."
In your head, you're like,
so I'm like, fine, like, yeah, I'm down. He's like, "All right, cool." And he just opens the backpack, he takes it off.
He already had it.
He already had it. I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, all right.
That's how they work. No, yeah, seriously. Why
does that sound like us now?
It is. It literally is. Like we said, we worked with a fucking bunch of monsters, dude. Yeah. They encouraged you to do the worst shit ever. There was one guy that when we were ushering, it was
his name?
Frank Walling.
Fucking
I love you, Frank.
Walling, yeah.
Frank what?
Frank Walling. No.
Frank Walling. Shout out to Frank Walling.
I love you, Frank.
Delinquent fuck.
You're the best friend I ever had at Winnetka.
Yeah.
He taught me. He was the projectionist that was teaching me everything. And we're the only, because the ushers called out this one day, and it was the last day he was working there. And they called out, so it was me and him ushering and doing projection on a Tuesday, right? And management had got him pizza for his going away party, and it was just like a couple of us. But we were walking through the theaters. He's like, "Nah, we don't have to clean this shit. Just grab a soda and see how far you can toss it." Yeah. And we would toss it like full sodas, and like he threw it so far it hit the tile on the top, and it sprayed all over the projector, like all over the fucking seats and everything. I was like, oh man, that's why I love Frank. He didn't give a fuck for all the things he did. All right, I want to thank the city of Los Angeles. I want to thank the mountains for being mountainy. I want to thank the grass for being in my pipe, and I want to thank God for making weed.
My name is Louis. You people can't do this. Don't even try, 'cause I'm the guy. Yeah, I have a flow, and you can't even go. I could stay up all night, and you know that it's right. When I start going and I start flowing, yeah, baby, you know it's all right.
You guys already know my name's Tony. I just want to thank you guys for doing a podcast with me, my band, my friends. Shout out to all the bands and people we mentioned on the podcast today. If we mentioned you, obviously, because you have some significance in our life in some way or another, so thank you guys. Yeah, man, it was a great time. Fucking awesome. Thank you guys.
Hey, honestly, TFTI, I've been fucking wanting to be on this shit for the longest. I've just been waiting for like my fucking
Whoa.
mail to arrive and like, hey, invitation to the podcast, you know. And I'm like in the fucking band, and like, not even being in the band is not worthy of like you being on this podcast. So to all you fuckers who have been on this podcast prior to me, fuck you. You guys are fucking dicks, you know. Fuck you, you know. TFTI, you know. Anyways, communication, and thank you guys for having me on.
Your very first, very special episode, Billy. I love it.
From Valley Circus, Tony,
To you, to John, to Lewis,
to Billy.
and Billy.
Thank you guys so much.
Gracias.
And the Chuckle Hut, Amy and Shirley. Thank you guys.
those two.
Thank you guys.
Love you guys.
The Choco Hut?
Ow!